So in this step there was the rearrangement of this acyl nitrene to the alkyl isocyanate, and further in last step there is the hydrolysis of this alkyl isocyanate, that is R and double bond C double bond O in the presence of two molecules of potassium hydroxide. This this is alkyl isocyanate is hydrolyzed in the presence of these two potassium hydroxide molecules to give further amine R and H2 plus K2CO3. So this is the product, that is primary amine, which is formed in this reaction. So there are evidences in the support of the above mechanism. This mechanism has been supported by the observation that N-bromoamide which is formed during the reaction, N-bromoamide which is formed during the reaction this I had written here 1. This N-bromoamide formed during the reaction and alkyl isocyanates, that is this reaction intermediate, have actually been isolated as intermediate in the above reaction. So these two N-bromoamide and alkyl isocyanate has been isolated during this reaction. So it means they are formed during this reaction and further they are consumed, and these intermediates yield the expected amine when treated with the potassium hydroxide. So when these intermediates were synthesized artificially or through other mechanism in the lab, and when they were further treated with the potassium hydroxide, like here they treated the desired amine. So the formation of isocyanate as an intermediate in the above reaction is further supported by the observation that when this reaction is carried out with methanolic CH3ONA instead of aqueous sodium hydroxide, a methyl carbamate or urethane is obtained instead of amine. So this information is sufficient for you that this first intermediate and third intermediate has been isolated during the reaction, and further when they were treated with the potassium hydroxide they were yielding the desired product. So this is the Hofmann-bromoamide degradation. So let me repeat again. When any primary amide is treated with the bromine plus potassium hydroxide, they yields the primary amine and these side products, that is K2CO3, this K2 potassium carbonate plus KBr plus 2 molecules of water. For example, when this propanamide was brought in Hofmann degradation, it result in the primary amide. Moreover, the product give one less amine with one less carbon, as the reactant was having one more carbon. So this was the propanamide, it gave the ethyl amine, whereas this benzamide give the aniline. Here one carbon was and this carbon, which carbon is removed, the carbon of this carbonyl group is removed. So this is the Hofmann-bromoamide reaction. So further structure, basicity of amines, and next are the next topic in your syllabus is next are the chemical reactions of amine. So there are different chemical reaction of amines. So there are different chemical reactions of amine. First reaction is with the transition metal ions. So if any amine, for example this methylamine CH3NH2 is treated with the silver chloride AgCl, it gives us the it result in the formation of coordination complex, and this coordination complex is formed, which is silver this coordination complex is formed during this reaction. So this may also be written as silver as this bismethylamine silver 1 chloride. So this is the reactivity of this is the first reaction of amine, that is when amine are treated with the silver or silver chloride, they result in the formation of such a coordinated complex which is having name bismethylamine silver 1 chloride, and it is soluble. Further, similarly, like ammonia amine such as methylamine, ethylamine react with the copper 2 positive ion to form a deep blue solution due to the formation of soluble coordination compound. So, for example, when these amines such as methylamine has been treated with CuCl2, cupric chloride, 4 molecules, it uses 4 molecule of methylamine and result in the formation of coordination complex of copper. Such a coordination complex, as you well know that coordination complex are formed by the ligand and central metal ion, and ligand is having lone pair of electron. Further, so these are here ligand, these 4 are ligands of methylamine molecule, and they react with the cupric chloride and result in the formation of this coordination complex having 2 positive cationic charge and chloride anion. So this is the coordination compound formed by the amines with the copper and silver. Further, alkylation, the process of introducing an alkyl group into any molecule is called alkylation. So when you will treat the any amine, for example it's a ethyl amine, when you treat it with the ethyl bromide, what will be the product of the reaction? Product of the reaction will be as one hydrogen of this amine has been replaced with this ethyl group, plus that hydrogen which is being replaced react with the bromine to form the hydrogen bromide. So this is the diethyl amine. Further, if this diethyl amine is further treated with the ethyl bromide, it will result in the formation of triethyl amine plus HBr. So these amines undergo alkylation when they are treated with the alkyl halide. So with aliphatic amine, all 3 classes of amine undergo alkylation through nucleophilic substitution reaction on alkyl halide. So this is the nucleophile which undergo reaction with the amine. So primary amine can be converted into secondary and tertiary amines, and finally into the quaternary ammonium salt. So when you will treat this tertiary amine with alkyl halide, it will result in the formation of quaternary ammonium salt. So these are quaternary ammonium salts are formed. So this is the reaction of amines with alkyl halide. So this is enough for today. Tomorrow we will take Hoffman versus Satzef elimination reactions.